Hey guys, Rosita here, your go-to vocal and language coach here on TakeLessons.com, and welcome to another episode of Beginning Spanish Sentence Structures. So the focus of this lesson is describing something using an adjective. So our sentence structure for today is going to be the noun or noun phrase plus the verb to be in its present indicative form plus the adjective. Por ejemplo, ese dulce es delicioso. That candy is delicious. Now in Spanish, the subject, which can be a pronoun, a noun, or a noun phrase, or a proper noun, usually is the first element of a sentence followed by the verb. Now in this case, we have the verb to be, which is conjugated according to the noun and whether it is singular or plural. The adjective comes last and it is modified by the gender and number of the noun. So here we're using the verb ser, which does mean to be. Now it must be distinguished from the verb estar, which also means to be. Ser refers to, actually what one of my students put it, is more of a permanent kind of thing, permanent kinds of being per se, like being from somewhere, being of certain occupation, a race or ethnicity. Ser is used for date or time, characteristics, where someone is from, like where someone or something is from, nationality, and also it's used to connect a noun to a noun or a pronoun to another pronoun or a pronoun to a noun, etc. Now the verb estar should be only used when you're talking about a condition, whether it be mental, physical, or emotional, basically a certain state of being. And estar should also be used for location. Por ejemplo, estoy cansada, I am tired. That is a condition I'm in. Or estoy en el súper, I am in the grocery store. Now the verb ser is known as an irregular verb. So unfortunately, this means it does not follow the normal paradigms for a second conjugation. So that means it does not follow the normal conjugations as we would use for an ER verb. And to this, you can actually compare it to the regular verbs. So here's a chart to help you guys of how to conjugate the verb ser. Please repeat after me. Yo soy, I am. Tú eres, you are informally. Él, ella, es. He, she, it is. Usted es, you are, formally. Nosotros o nosotras, somos, we are. Vosotros, vosotras, you all are, informally. Ellos, ellas son, they are. Ustedes son, you all are, formally are. Now, let's talk about the predicate adjectives. So, describing an adjective. An adjective is a word that describes a noun or that distinguishes the noun from a group of similar objects. We can say that adjectives define the nouns, explaining their characteristics, right? So in Spanish, adjectives are located after the noun. Por ejemplo, the blue pen, pluma azul. Now, another important characteristic of the Spanish adjectives is that most adjectives change form, depending whether the word they are describing is masculine or feminine, singular or plural. Por ejemplo, if I wanted to say the tall boy, I would say el niño alto. Or the tall girl, la niña alta. Or the tall boys, los niños altos, or the tall girls, las niñas altas. Por ejemplo, like if I want to say the popular boy, el niño popular, or the popular girl, la niña popular. Note that in both cases, masculine and feminine, the adjective is spelled the same way. Now, in case of singular and plural adjectives, in most of the cases, we just need to add s or es. So if I wanted to say the blue pen, otra vez, la pluma azul. If I wanted to say the red pens, I'll say las plumas azules. Now let's talk a little bit about the demonstrative pronouns. A pronoun refers to a noun which it takes place of. Now with pronouns, we can refer to words that we've mentioned previously in order to avoid redundancy. Demonstrative pronouns then will be very similar to demonstrative adjectives, with the distinction that the pronouns will be replaced the word to which they refer, while the adjectives will modify this word. What makes a demonstrative pronoun different from other pronouns is that it indicates the spatial relationship between the speaker, the person we are speaking to. The speaker and the person we are speaking to, and the thing we are referring to as well. For example, we can say this table, which is near us both, or that table, which is only near you but not me, or that table over there, which is going to be far from both of us. So referring to something near the speaker and the person being spoke to, we're going to use this. So the masculine singular is going to be este. And the feminines, so here is a chart that we're going to use. So the masculine singular will be este, feminine singular will be esta, the neutral singular will be esto, then the masculine plural estos, and the feminine plural estas. Now referring to something near the person being spoke to, we're going to use that. Here is a chart. We have masculine singular ese, feminine singular esa, neutral singular eso, masculine plural esos, and feminine plural esas. Now here's referring to something distant from the speaker and the person being spoken to. That over there, we're going to use aquel. So please repeat after me so we have the masculine singular, aquel, the feminine singular, aquella. Then we have our neutral singular, aquello, the masculine plural, aquellos, and feminine plural, aquellas. Por ejemplo, no me gusta esta camisa. Prefiero esa. I don't like this shirt. I prefer that one. Notice how demonstrative pronouns demonstrate the location of the thing being referred to in relation to the speaker and the person being spoken to. Now, note that the previous orthographic rules, I know I just threw a linguistic term there, said that masculine and feminine demonstrative pronouns should be written with accent marks to distinguish them from identically spelled demonstrative adjectives. The exception is when the neutral demonstrative pronouns such as esto, eso, aquello, which have been always written without accent marks, as they do not have corresponding demonstrative adjectives. Recently, the Spanish orthographic rules have been updated, and writing a diacritic mark over the demonstrative pronouns is not necessary. If you guys haven't done so, check out my series, Beginning Spanish Pronunciation. Accents. I talk a lot about accents. There's 4 different things about accents. So definitely check it out. But anyways, however, since it is a recent change, many native Spanish speakers still write the accent marks over the demonstrative pronouns. Also, the accent marks over the demonstrative pronouns can be found in the language references and other types of written material that haven't been updated recently. So here's a review. Recuérdense. Remember, to describe something using an adjective, start with the noun or noun phrase plus the verb to be plus the adjective. And please be aware of the noun's gender and number. Whew! So, yes, this is another episode that's a lot of information, but I did try to break it down as much as I could to help you guys and to understand. And if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead, leave those questions in the comment sections below. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions regarding Spanish language. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. I will be consistently updating channel, whether it be Japanese, Spanish, and even singing if you guys want to learn how to sing, and also teaching you guys how to sing in Spanish and in Japanese, which is gonna be loads of fun. So yes, definitely please subscribe to my channel. If you guys would like information on lessons, I do offer both in studio and online lessons. For more information on that, go ahead, check out my profile at TakeLessons.com on the link in the description window, and check out all the reviews. First, I am very, very honored and proud and really excited and happy about, my students being happy. So yeah, definitely check that out. Alright guys, hopefully I'll get a chance or maybe even see you soon. Nos vemos! Ciao!